It's Thursday evening. We're at Howland Park doing some yin yoga this evening. We're going to start out with a little bit of grounding and raising our vibration. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in through our nose. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Take another breath in. And just breathe out, nice and easy. I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of sound bowl here. Just raise our vibrations a little here. Calling in all the positive energy. The healing energy. And the goodness come into us while we practice yin this evening. So we're going to be doing about 45 minutes to an hour of yin this evening. And as we practice our yin, we want to remember that when we're doing our poses, we want to remember never to feel pain. And we do want to feel a sensation. You want to feel it. And you want to never go beyond a level 5 of the level of sensation that you're feeling on a scale of 0 to 10. So we're going to be focusing on our breath as we stay in our poses. And the yin poses, we do stay in anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. So right now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start with just maybe some neck release, some shoulder release. So on an inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your back. Inhale. Shoulders up, and exhale, roll them down your back. One more, inhale, and exhale. Yin does bring an awful lot out in everybody. Sometimes you'll cry, sometimes it'll make you happy inside, feel joy. Some people even say they see colors when they're doing yin. So we're going to go ahead and do some neck circles here. So just go ahead and roll your neck around a couple times to the right. Just a little bit of neck release. And then we're going to go ahead and roll our necks around to the left. Nice and easy. As we're moving through our yin poses, some of our poses may be more challenging than others. Go ahead and bring your neck to neutral. And just remember that when you're coming out of the yin poses, you must move like you're moving through honey. So very slowly, because the tissues are going to be very fragile. So the first pose we're going to come into is diamond. You're going to bring your feet out in front of you like butterfly, except your feet are out longer. So bring your feet out long in front of you. Your feet, the bottoms of your feet touch, and your knees fall out to the side. We're going to go ahead and take a deep breath in here. And you can leave your hands on top of your feet. You can hold onto your ankles. I like to bring my hands underneath my ankles and let my hands face the sky, the ceiling for receiving. So take a deep breath in here. And we're just going to go ahead and just fold gently forward into our diamond. You're going to feel this pose in your inner groin, your outer hips, and your lower back. When we practice yin, what we're doing is we are stretching the connective tissues in areas of our body that we feel it most in. As this pose, we feel it mostly in our inner groin, in our lower back, and our outer hips. So right now we are practicing stretching the connective tissue in these areas. The connective tissue in our body is like a casing on, say, like sausage, and it keeps all of our muscles and our bones and our ligaments and even all of our cells together. So it connects everything in our body together. And connective tissue is constantly bathed in hyaluronic acid. And as we sit in these poses for 3 to 5 minutes, and we stretch that connective tissue, when we release from the pose, we flood these areas with hyaluronic acid. It is because of this that sometimes yin is referred to as the fountain of youth. So we're going to sit in our pose here where we have about another 2 minutes in our diamond. Sometimes in these poses you might feel like there's an obstacle for you to fully lean into the pose, to fully open up into the pose. There are also obstacles of self. And the obstacles of self that hold you back from growing are the habits of the mind. And as we practice yin, yin helps our mind also to slow down. It helps our mind to heal. Yin is very meditative. The asanas that we are in are also known as poses. And the asanas, the poses, as we sit in the asanas, it not only opens up our bodies, but it also opens up our minds. You feel your body naturally opening up here. We're going to gently come up out of the pose and go ahead, just gently like you're moving through honey. We're going to go ahead and bring our knees together, and if you have a block nearby or maybe a pillow, grab that. We're going to go ahead and meet on our backs. The next pose that we're going to come into is supported bridge. So we're going to lift our hips up, and you can have the block level. You can have it at this level or the highest level for supported bridge, but I recommend starting out at the lowest level. So we'll go ahead and start out at the lowest level, and we're going to just place the block under our backs. Remember, you never want to have any pain. You don't want to have a sensation of pain. Yin is not about pain. Yin is about healing. So in supported bridge, We're going to keep our knees elevated here. Your feet are hip-width distance apart. As we move through our days, we are often in a stress mode. We're often rushing from different things, from work to home, from home to whatever we have to do at home. And we really don't take the time to allow our nervous systems to de-escalate, to decompress. So yin, when you practice yin, it works on a part of your central nervous system. That is the parasympathetic nervous system. And that is part of the sympathetic nervous system. You have the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. And you have your central nervous system. So the parasympathetic nervous system is the nervous system in your body that focuses on what we call rest and digest. So this allows your body to slow down, and it allows the parasympathetic nervous system to take over for the time that you're practicing your yin. It helps the central nervous system by slowing down the brain waves. If you'd like to go ahead and you can bring your left leg out long. If you'd like to bring your right leg out long, you may do that too. Or just for now, you can have your left leg out long. If you want, you can try to go ahead and raise the bridge a little. You don't have to. You want it to be right on your sacrum there, on your lower back. No pain though, no pain. You can bring one leg out or both legs out if you'd like. You have about another minute in the bridge pose, the supported bridge. We're giving our lower back a lot of love here. Our lower back, it takes so much stress as we walk around every day and we move around and we lift and we bend. So we're giving our lower back and the connective tissue in that area some healing love. The 3 phases in the yin pose. When you get into the pose, you want to feel the edge. You want to feel that edge, that sensation. It's no more than a level 5 on a scale of 0 to 10. And then the second phase of yin pose is when you just settle in and just allow your body to settle into the pose. And the third phase is when your body and gravity just do the job of opening up the area. If your legs are bent or straight, go ahead and bend your knees back and both knees to the sky. Your feet are hip width distance. And we're just going to very, very, like you're moving through honey, just slowly and gently, we're going to take that block out from underneath us. And we're just going to lie here for a moment. See what your lower back, what sensations you're feeling in your lower back right now. That's that hyaluronic acid just flooding the area and bathing that connective tissue and healing, doing the job of healing. And in this day and age, all of us need a lot of healing. So practices like yoga and yin yoga, meditation, these are things that will bring us very, very great amounts of healing. Go ahead and bring your knees back up, and you're going to bring your knees into your chest. And just give yourself a little hug. And then we're going to rock and roll our way back up to seat. And we're going to come into half butterfly. So we're going to bring our left foot and bring it into our right inner thigh for half butterfly on the left. You can raise your arms up high. Just go ahead and fold forward, hinge at your hips. And remember, you're just going to feel the sensation. You're going to feel that in your hamstring on the back of your right thigh. You're going to feel this in your right calf, maybe even the bottom of your right foot. You'll also feel it in your lower back. And maybe you'll feel this in your left outer hip. We're just going to sit here in this gentle pose, just to allow ourselves to open up and let gravity and time do the work. Eckhart Tolle talks about your thoughts. An attack thought or a hostile thought will create a buildup of energy in the body that we call anger. The more you are identified with your thinking, your likes and dislikes, judgments and interpretations, which is to say, the less present you are as the watching consciousness, the stronger the emotional energy charge will be, whether you are aware of it or not. So a hostile thought can really bring on some strong emotional energy. And when the hostile thought goes unchecked, it can wreak havoc in our bodies. And this is another thing that yin can do for you. Yin can take those thoughts and sift through them and weed them out as you are in the poses to bring peace to your mind. You can feel as you are in the pose, you can feel how your body is opening up gently and just allowing time and gravity to do the work. I'm going to gently come up out of this half butterfly. And before we go into half butterfly on the other side, we're going to bring our left arm behind us and bring your right foot to the mat. And we're just going to reach up here. Take a reach up. And come on back down. We're going to do that one more time. Take a reach up, reach high, and come back down. Now we're going to go ahead and move into half butterfly on the right. So bring the left foot out and bring that right foot in. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, just gently fold into the half butterfly on the right and allow your body to do the work. After you practice yin, it's a good time to practice meditation because of what yin does to your parasympathetic nervous system and how it slows down the brain waves. You move from alpha wave to delta wave, and delta waves are the waves that we want when we're sleeping and resting. And so yin, the practice of yin brings all of this magic to your body. So yin is a segue to meditation. A yoga student once asked his master, "What is the meaning of life?" And the master answered the student that the meaning of life can only be found in the here and now and in the present moment. You cannot find the meaning of life in what happened yesterday or last year or tomorrow, but it can only be found in the present moment. You can find the meaning of life. The yoga master told his student, in every breath you take and every step you take. Gently come up out of that pose, nice and easy. honey. And go ahead and bring that left leg long to match the right foot, the left foot and the right foot to match each other. Bring the right foot long. And the next pose we're going to come into now, before we come into the pose, we're going to bring our right hand behind us. And the next pose we're going to do is deer. But we're going to go ahead and bring that foot back up. Bring your left foot back up to your inner left. Bring your right foot back up to your inner left thigh. We're going to go ahead and reach high. Go ahead and reach. And come on back down. This is called tripod stretch. One more tripod stretch here. And come back down. So the next pose we're coming into as the sun is setting behind me is going to be deer. So you're going to bring your right foot, your right leg to the right shin to match the length of the top of the mat. And your left shin is going to come to match the length of the side of the mat. So this is deer on the right. And as we come into deer, you can go ahead and sit up tall. You can stay just like this if you want. Or if you think you feel like you want to challenge yourself a little, or maybe feel the stretch a little deeper, just kind of lean forward over that shin, over your right shin. This pose is the stretch to relieve all the tension and to stretch the connective tissue in that right outer hip. You may feel this in your right inner groin, your lower back, trauma physically that we suffer in our body and the trauma emotionally that we suffer in our body is held onto by our muscles and cells. And our hips are the largest muscles in our body, and our hips and our thigh muscles. But those hips are where trauma, both emotional and physical, even mental trauma, that's where that trauma resides. So you have to move through these poses in order to release the trauma. You let go as you move out of the pose. You feel the release. The road to peace is found in letting go. Gently begin to walk yourself up out of the pose. Before we come into deer on the left, remember, move slow and easy like you're moving through honey. We're going to do deer twist. So you're going to bring your right arm behind you, and your left arm comes on the outside of your thigh. Just revolve nice and easy. Gently come out of that pose. We're going to come back around, and we're going to do the deer. We're going to come into deer on the left. So you're going to bring your left shin to match the long end of the top of your mat, the short end, the top of your mat. And you're going to bring your right shin to match the outer edge of the mat. And when you're ready, we're just going to go ahead and just come on and fold forward over that left shin. Fold over that leg. And just let yourself sink in to the pose. When you're doing your yin poses, see if you can't focus on your breath. If your mind starts to wander, or if one of the poses seems harder than the others, see if you can't sit with the uncomfortability that you feel in the pose. And if your mind does wander, focus on your breath, the breathing in and the breathing out. sit in stillness in the pose. If it becomes challenging, try to bring yourself back by focusing on your breath. Focus on this moment. A man by the name of Jim Clark said, "You may not be what you think you are, but what you think you are." I'm going to gently come up out of that deer on the left. And we're going to do the deer twist. So you're going to bring your left arm gently behind you. And bring that right hand on the outside of your left knee, your left thigh. Just focus on the sensation that you're feeling in that left hip. As you sit in this pose, allow your mind to be here in the present, to just be right here and right now, nowhere else. And if you need to think of anything, just think on your breath. You can maybe give yourself a little bit more twist there. Twist a little bit more. And you're just going to release out of that recline, that deer twist. We're going to bring our feet out wide on the mat, gently and slowly in front of us. And we're going to windshield wiper our knees side to side, so nice and slow, nice and easy, just nice and slow. Allow that hyaluronic acid just to flood back into those hips. Okay, the next pose we're going to come into is caterpillar. So we're going to bring our legs out long. And bring your hands up high. And as you exhale, you're just going to fold gently forward, hinging at your hips. Hinge at the hips. Just fold into the pose. You're going to feel this pose in the backs of your legs, your lower back, your shoulders, maybe up into your neck. This pose focuses on stretching all the connective tissue in the entire back side of your body. Breathe into healing. Breathe into inner peace. And just allow your body to open up in its own time. Call this sunset yoga because the sun is setting. Coming into a peaceful evening. Gently walk yourself back up, nice and slow. We're going to go ahead and come to lie on our stomachs. We're going to do open wing. Is our next pose. So we're going to go ahead, bring your left arm out long, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to bring that right foot behind your left leg. Your right hand can stay by your face. It can come up long on the mat, or maybe you want to bring it around into your back pocket. You're going to feel this pose here. This pose is in your left shoulder. Just make sure your head and your neck are comfortable on the mat. Your cheek is comfortable. of your arms next to you on your side, by your side. And you can have your chin on the mat, or maybe your left or your right cheek. And we're just going to feel this. See if you can feel the difference in your left shoulder and your right shoulder. Just going to stay here for a moment and feel the echo of the pose in that shoulder. That might feel more, it might feel warmer than the other shoulder, or maybe it's a little colder. We're going to go ahead and bring our right arm out long and bring your left foot behind your right leg. You can have your left hand by your face. You can bring your left arm out long, or if you want, you can bring your left hand behind you and put it in your back pocket. And just feel that in that right shoulder. We worked on our lower body and our hips, our lower back, our groin. We worked on a lot of our lower body. We just wanted to get some of our upper body into. As the sun is going down very rapidly, we want to have peace in this world. You have to start within yourself. If you cannot create peace within yourself, you will not have peace in the world, peace in your family, peace in your home. Peace begins with each and every one of us. You have to start within yourself. And yin is a wonderful place to start. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just gently come back out like that and bring both of our arms next to us here. Just lie with on our belly for a moment. When we're ready, we're just going to come back up. We're going to come up to tabletop here. Just do a few cat-cows. So as you inhale, you're going to go into cow pose, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, round your spine, the cat. Nice and slow. Just do that a few times.
Mosquitoes are really coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe stop.
Okay.
No, I gotta stop. They're really trying to get me.
Well, we're going to go ahead and come to a seated meditation. Practice maybe a few minutes of meditation on your own after you finish this yin. And I hope that you enjoyed my yin practice tonight. I do wish you all love and peace, health and happiness and abundance. Remember, inner peace is where you're going to start bringing peace to everyone. You have to find your own peace. And this is such a wonderful practice to find it. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. And I hope you'll join me next time on the mat. Thank you. Namaste.